All right, distance learners, we are starting the review for the test. It says show your work. It says do not use a calculator on these first ones. So I'm going to hit just the left-hand column so you have a plan of attack for each section. On these ones where it says to evaluate the logarithm, what it means is what's the answer to this? Some people just see it, some people don't, but I suggest you set them equal to, and you want to figure out what it's equal to. And whenever you're trying to figure something out in an algebra class, you usually call it x. That's what I suggest you do on these first 6. And then I suggest you do what Mr. Michener said about building your house, or what I call base to the outside equals the inside. And you're looking for the outside. So you're going to say base to the outside, b to the x, equals b to the 5th. And usually it's pretty clear what the answer is. B to what power equals b to the 5th? 5th, yeah. So x is 5. Now there is a property that says whenever you have the log of the same base of something of that base, you get the exponent. But I think I just build your house on all of them. All right, so for number 4, I am going to set base to the outside equal to the inside. So I'm going to say 1/3 to the x power has to equal 1/27. So you have to think of what power. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? It's going to be some nice number. Do you raise 1/3 to so that you get 127? 1/3 to the 9th is huge, because 3 to the 9th is huge.
Wait, what are we trying to figure out?
We're trying to figure out what power we need to raise this to get 1/27. 1 to any power gives you 1, so that's not helpful. Like you might say it's 99.
No,
well,
3.
it's 3. Because 3 to the 3rd gives you what? 27. Yeah. So x, it's going to be very clear to you, but you might have to fart around with it a little bit like you just did. All right, you have to say, well, okay, 1 to the 4th is 1, 3 to the 4th on your calculator is an 81. Like, you have to just play with it. We're going to go to the next one, the solving. Now you're allowed to use your calculator, but your calculator won't solve it for you. It just does your last step. So the first thing I need to do is get rid of the stuff in the way. In this case, a positive 2 is going to have to go. So I'm going to subtract it. I'll get a negative 4 to the x is equal to, and I've got negative 62 dropping it to. So here we go, right? Now you got to be a little bit careful with that negative right here because it's not in parentheses. The negative is really a -1, and it's not being raised to a power. How do I get rid of multiplying by a -1? You divide by a -1. So whatever 4 to the x is, it's going to have to equal positive 64.
I know what that is.
What is it? 4 to what power? 4 to the 4th. Let's
no. 4 times 4 is 16.
times 4, so it's 3rd, right?
Yeah.
Yep, you'd have to do it 3 times. Now you can use your calculator to hunt and peck at it. That one, though, we didn't really need a calculator, so we could just think it through. If you can't think it through, we'll come up with another plan. All right? So I want you to set up number 9. First thing I need to get rid of, by the way, you always get rid of kind of what's farthest away first. And it's this log that's way out there. How do we get rid of logs? You build your house. So I'm going to get rid of the log by saying 3 to what power?
5.
The 5th equals x plus 2. I'm going to go to my calculator and do 3 to the 5th. I'm just going to say 243, right? Or you can use that table. 243 equals x plus 2. So what's x?
241.
241. Yep, 241 is equal to x. So on all of these, you're trying to figure out what x is by getting rid of what's in the way. If what's in the way is a logarithm, you build your house. If what's in the way is an e, is there any e ones here? Like an e to the, yeah, I want to do number 8.
I still don't want to build a house.
Okay. Then do base to the outside equals the inside. It spells boy with an I. That'll help. All right. So this guy right here, I'm going to start attacking it. Okay. I need to get rid of the 4 first. How do I get rid of the 4?
You have to divide.
Divide. So I'm going to get e to, I'm going to keep this exact, is equal to 21 over 4. Do you remember yesterday or in Mr. Michener's class or in here? Now I got to get rid of the e. I don't build my house. My house is built.
Tear it down.
I tear it down. Okay?
It'd be E 21 on the 4th.
So we do
Equals to it.
so close. Natural log.
Oh, ln.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Isn't E?
they actually undo each other. So what this means is that if you natural log both sides, you're just going to get 2x is equal to the natural log of 21 over 4.
You said it was the same thing, E to the power.
Yes. Notice if you built your house right now, it'd be e to the 2x equals 21 fourths.
Yeah.
So you unbuild it.
Who were
Now
you
the only thing you need to get rid of is the 2. So we'll divide by 2. We'll divide by 2. Then I'd hop on your calculator, use your natural log button, put 21 divided by 4 in parentheses. Make sure you close the parentheses. Jackson, I'll let you be my calculator. You've been pretty steady on it.
Then what after that? Divided by 2.
Then divide it by 2.
All right, I
Yeah.
got it.
And it says go to 4 decimal places. What did you say?
18291140383.
There. It said 4 decimal places. Do you agree with him on that too? Just making sure we're ending things right. All right. So there's, when you're solving, you're either starting it by building your house or take it. This looks like yesterday's. I think I went the wrong direction. I did. I need to go forward. All right. Let's go to number 11. Take the house apart. It says write each in logarithmic form. Log base what? What's the base?
4.
No. This is the base. Base to the outside equals the inside. So base to the outside equals the inside. So here's your inside. Here's your base. Here's your outside. Watch when you build the house. 5 to the 4th, 625. What do you think? All right. I don't know what you like better, the house or the base to the outside, but you just need to, and I'd check those when you're done. If you're like, is mine right? Go build the house. 5 to the 4th equals 625. If you did this, Jackson, by accident, if you ran it through your head really quick, you'd go 4 to the 5th, you go, oh, that's not what it says, and you just swap them. So I would definitely check those when you're done. Now, condense, right, as a single log. So you're going to put log down, and you're going to see what you're doing here. It's log of 3x minus log of 9x. What does subtraction condense to? Yep, so you go 3x over 9x. You're not going to quit because it should be simplified, although it doesn't say that. But I'm assuming on your test, it's going to have to be simplified. Like, you're going to have to cancel the x's. It just makes sense, right? And what is 3/9 really?
1/3.
1/3. I don't know if you have to do that. You guys should know. You're in class.
Yeah,
every day.
we're doing like the order if you would get that.
Perfect. All right. Again, I'm just sticking to the left. I like to do 10 minutes for the distance learners, so I think that's pretty good. Now, this says expand, so we're going to be writing log this, log that, but when you read it, it'll tell you what to do. So it's log base 4. That doesn't help me. It's 3a divided by. So what is the division going to go to? Yep. So 3a, and this is divided by. All right. Next step, you're going to read these and see if they're done. This is log base 4 of 3 times a. What does multiplication expand into?
No, it's
Addition.
Addition. Yeah, so that's going to be log base 4 of 3 plus log base 4 of a. Notice if you put that back together, you'd multiply and do the 3a. All right, now we have a minus. That's b squared. It's not multiplication, it's not division, but there is a property about that exponent that says you do what with it? Put it out front. So log 2, log base 4. Now, Parker, you said you're good at going one way but not the other. You can use the way you're good at to check the one you're not good at. So for example, if you're good at condensing, condense this and see how it goes. You go, okay, addition is going to go to multiplication, then I'll be dividing by, and this goes in, and you should get that back. All right, so it should help you. If you're good at one of them, you're really good at both.
The 3 over the 4, third.
That's not 4 to the third. That's log base 4 of 3. That was the base. It wasn't 4 to the third power. All right, next up. Change of base formula. Okay? Do you guys know what it says to do?
It says use the change of base formula to evaluate.
You're going to go to your calculator. Your calculator does not have base 3. Your calculator has a log button, which is base 10, and an ln button, which is base e. So to do this on your calculator, you have to use the formula that tells you how to change it into those. Do you know what that is?
Oh, e to the x.
Nope.
What are we doing?
You do the outside one. Did he have you use the log button or the ln button? Or either? ln? Okay, so you're going to do ln of the outside one over ln of the base. It's just a formula.
Oh, I think we do log.
Okay, it's going to be the same. Watch, you do it on using ln, you do it using log. You have the log button is on the left above the button he's going to do. So you're going to do log of 35, close it, divided by log of 3. He's going to do ln of 35, close it, divided by ln of 3. And you guys are going to get the same answer. What'd you get?
3.2.
Oh, I thought you said 8. I'm like, 3 point what?
3.2362.
Thank you for going to 4 decimal places.
I got 8.9. I got 3.23.
That's what he got. Yep. So it doesn't matter, I guess, but Jackson's telling me that you guys were taught to use the way you did it. It's the same amount of use
Probably said somewhere in the notes where
that you could do both. Yeah.
It's him.
And they're right next to each other. Neither one's faster than the other. Is this the end or is there a third page?
There's the graph.
Oh, we do. I do for the distance learners want to go through one graphing. I don't want to do 21 because that's the easiest case. Let's go. Are there only 2 graphing ones?
Yep.
All right. So let's see if you guys remember how to do the graphing. Okay. You are going to ignore everything
I know.
except that. And you're going to, you ignore everything except the base. Like even if that was log of 4 out front and it was log base 7 of x plus 1 minus 5 or whatever, you're only going to focus on the log base 7. All right? So we're only focusing on this. And we're going to build our house. We're going to say 3 to the
3y.
y equals x. Remember doing these?
Yep.
Now do you remember what you put on your table?
-2, -1, 0.
Where do you put them?
The y.
Yes. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Do you remember when we did them where I said to start?
Yeah.
On your table. Where did I say the best place to start your table
It
is?
says 0.
Uh-huh. What's 3 to the 0?
Just 0 or 3. 1.
It's 1.
1. What's 3 to the first?
3 to the first 3.
What's 3 to the second?
9.
Yes. What did I say happens when you do the
The
negative
opposite.
exponent?
It's 1
Almost.
over 3.
It's-
and 1 over 9.
Yes. I don't know if that's what you meant by opposite, but it's the flip. So 1/3, 1/9.
Oh, yeah.
What were the directions on this? So I want to make sure. Did it just say graph?
Graph.
Graph each
function.
function showing the parent function, and then the translation